Okay, now we will start by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Today the fourth Pārājika. In reality, we have already explained this Pārājika in the Sima Hall, before we leave Sima Hall after ordination. Okay, the rule is Yobana Bhikkhu Anabi Jana Udari Manusa Dhamma Atu Pārājika Ala Mariya Jnana Dasana Samudha Jariya Iti Janam Iti Basam Iti Dado Parina Samena Samanuka Hiya Manawa Asamanuka Hiya Manawa Abanavisudha Bhikkhu. After that? Ewen Wuriya Ajanami Ausa Awasan Janami Abasam Basami Dosam Musa will be in Yadra Dimana. I am Pārājika Asan Waso. That is the rules. So here we have to analyze the word by word first. Anabhijana. That means not attaining, not realizing. Udari Manusa Dhamma. That means it can be like a jhana or path and fruition knowledge. We call Lokutara and Mahakata in Pali. So any kind of attainment or higher attainment like that, this is called Udari Manusa Dhamma. Another one is Allah Mariya Jnana Tasana. Only the noble person can realize that kind of Dhamma. Only noble person have that kind of vision or knowledge. So Atu Pārājika means he just refer to himself. He is not talking about other bhikkhus. Right? So these are the main point in these rules. So we have to understand many different ways here. So actually you have already known this one in ordination. For example, similar to jhana, we have abhibhayana, we have vimokkha, and so forth. There are many synonyms of jhana or path and fruition knowledge. So here, when somebody asks or not, Samanuka hiya manowa, asamanuka hiya manowa. For example, he admits that I have attained the first jhana, for example. Then we will ask, how do you attain it? Then he will say, as he wish maybe, as he think maybe. So it's not really attainment. If we check according with the text, it's not really jhana yet. Then this can be considered as untrue attainment. So for example, when we talk about the first jhana, for example, there are the quality of jhana. So we have to understand all the qualities of jhana in detail. Now we have to check all the things. Then there are many other questions about jhana actually. It's very clear according to the text. But anyway, it's untrue attainment. He will do boast, or he will do reveal his attainment, untrue attainment. Maybe for popularity or maybe for higher ranking for himself maybe. He may have many different intentions, especially here in this case, evil intentions or bad intention. Actually, in the Sima Hall, before we are going to, after ordination, before we leave in Sima Hall, we have already reminded that kind of things, right? With evil intention, even we should not say that I delight in secluded place. Because of viveka, here in this case we call viveka Abhiramami or Sonyakari Abhiramami. We have this kind of statement mentioned even in ordination procedure. So if we say this kind of things with evil intention, it will be Pārājika. So that means if he refer to himself, we can say Pārājika. But he may refer to another bhikkhu. So not true attainment, untrue attainment. It depends on, one more thing here, it depends on the listeners also. For example, we talk to somebody who cannot understand English, but we speak in English, he cannot understand. In this case, no Pārājika. He cannot understand. Then, for our other people's attainment, for example, like the bhikkhu who live in that Kodi number, this, right? This Kodi number, that Kodi number, when we say like that, is a arahat, a sotapanna, something like that. If the listener understand it, it's Tunajaya. If listener didn't understand, it is Tukata. So, even when we refer to other people, we are talking about other people and their untrue attainment, then is Tunajaya and Tukata. Actually, there are many other things to explain. Sometimes we think that we have attained jhana, we have attained path and fruition knowledge. Then we reveal it. That means also it's very clear that he was very seriously practicing. But in our modern society it's very, very rare, They are just normally living here and there, not serious practitioners. Also they still have defilements, very clear, very strong defilements, very strong hindrances. Also they are doing many obstacles. But they think that they have attained jhana or something like that. Right? So in this case it's very clear. It's impossible. But for those who don't have any impediment, also their mind is very calm and quiet, then also they are practicing, also very seriously practicing, then they think that they have attained jhana, because no more defilement in their daily life. That's why they have already experienced peacefulness. Then they think, I have attained jhana, I have attained, right? Nibbana, something like that. Yeah, in the Inyatara Adhimana, here we have one statement mentioned, Inyatara Adhimana. If we think that we have attained because of very serious practicing, it will be exception. So sometimes we know that we are not serious practitioners. Also our concentration is not so strong enough. We think that we have attained jhana. That's it, impossible, right? Okay, here in this case, another adhimana mentioned like that. So it will be exception. So in these rules, okay, we have the factors. It will be untrue attainment. The first factor is untrue attainment. The second factor, he having evil intention. We should expect people to think ourselves higher, or we should expect people to have more faith in us. When we have this kind of intention, we can say it's evil intention. Right? We are cheating people to get profit from them. We got evil intention. Another one is not referring to other bhikkhu. This is the third factor. After that, he talking about higher attainment. He talk about higher attainment, the fourth factor. After that, the listener understands at the very moment of his talk. So, if these five factors is completed, it's Pārājika. So this is the thing we have to understand. Sometimes we don't have bad intention. Also, is also true attainment. Also, it referring to other people. Then also we are not talking about higher attainment. Or maybe listener cannot understand. If one of these 5 factors is not working at the moment, then we cannot say it's Pārājika. So again, when we talk about no offense, right? So he is not, he's that thing that he has attained higher attainments is one thing. He has no intention to boast or to cheat people. Also, he's like a crazy. Then in that kind of people, it will be exception. Okay, this one is a bodily and embodied action. It can be both. Be careful. If we use body language to address our attainment, this also can be considered as Pārājika. Body attainment, the body action or the bhava action, both. The noun body action is very clear. We can write many books about attainment, right? So it can be right unwholesome action, very clear, because we are going to cheat or going to boast other people. Okay, this is the 4th Pārājika. You may have known many things about Venerable Mahamoggallana and Venerable Lakhana. Venerable Mahamoggallana could see many ghosts when he come down from Kichakuta Hill, Bocha Peak. Then he asked some question to the Buddha. The Buddha answered in public. People complain that Moggallana revealed his attainment, something like that. No? It's a true attainment, that's why it doesn't matter. Okay, so now we have to continue about different types of Pārājika. So for Bhikkhu, in Bhikkhu Pātimokkha, we have 4 Pārājika. In Bhikkhuni Pārājika, we have 8. There will be 4 additional Pārājika in Bhikkhuni. So we also have like 11 unallowable persons to be ordained. Right? So actually, although they haven't committed anything, they are not allowed to ordain. They are also similar to Pārājika. Then another one is disrobe bhikkhuni. So bhikkhuni are allowed only one time ordination, no more second chance. So if you wish to know more in detail, go and read in Bhikkhuni Vivanga, right? Why Buddha laid down this kind of rules? Anyway, so Buddha didn't allow second time ordination for bhikkhuni. Only one time ordination. After disrobing, no more second chance. Then another one is for about only bhikkhu, right? If he has very long male organs, such organs this means. So we can find this information in Vibhanga. One bhikkhu has very long male organs, then he can use his mouth, you know? He can insert it into his mouth because it's too long. Also Pārājika. This is the one thing, right? We call it called Lambi in Bali. Another one is Mutu Pitika. Mutu Pitika means, very flexible. Body is very flexible, He can bind very close to the panic and he can suck it by himself. This is also Pārājika. Mutu Pitika, So another one is bhikkhu who give oral sex to another man. Also Pārājika. Also, then who sits on other bhikkhus' laps or on the panics, which is annex, then it also can be considered as a Pārājika. Right? It depends on how he sits, okay? But this is the additional Pārājika. Okay, now what about an unlawful person? In Pali we call apapa. Okay, now one more thing about the last four, right? For example, lumpy, long sexual organ. Second one is a very flexible backbone. Another one is giving oral sex. Another one is sitting on another bhikkhu's sexual organs, which is annex. These four are actually exception for sometimes, because as long as they didn't break that kind of rule, is okay. If you break, although for the first two, although there's no second partner, it's Pārājika. Okay, this is it about the apapa, right? Then what about? Okay, we have to start talking about apapa, unlawful persons. Pandaka, you know already Pandaka, right? Another one is like Teya Samvasaka. Teya Samvasaka means the one who lives, right? Who are the bhikkhus, and he just ordained by himself without any preceptor. He just shave his hair, wear his robe, and join bhikkhu sangha. This is called. Although he also count wasa, Then according to wasa, we have to go to Vinaya, for example. Right? He will say, I'm in 10 wasa, but here's 0 wasa. Although no upajaya, just ordained by himself. This can be considered as Teya Samvasaka. So in this case, sometimes because of danger, if we go with bhikkhu appearance, it will be safe. If we just go there as ordinary layman, it will be dangerous, for example. That's why changing the clothes, just go the journey. He didn't get involved with any other bhikkhu activities, it will be exception. So without any other reasons, without any dangerous situations, he just wear a robe by himself, trying to get the profit from the community. In this case, it will be considered as Teya Samvasaka. Another one is a Dittiya Pakandaka. So one who converts to non-Buddhists. So in this case, if we like non-Buddhist teaching, or it will just change everything, Our mind also change, our behavior also change, our lifestyle also change. If we change like that, it's called Dittiya Pakandaka. So wherein, right, lifestyles, also mentally also, we change already. We like non-Buddhist teaching. It's called Dittiya Pakandaka. They are not allowed. After ordination, if they change like this, they are not allowed to reordain. Then for about Dirichana, animal. Although we say animal, but it doesn't mean just normal animal like a dog or cow or bull or this kind of things. It just means like a deva, garuda, or naga, that kind of things. Then Madu Ghadaka, okay, we can say like 5 mighty karmas. Killing mother, killing father, or the killing arahat. Right? Also like shedding the blood of the Buddha, also making disunion in Sangha. So these are 5 mighty karma. If somebody has already offended these 5, he is not allowed to be ordained. Then Bhikkhuni Dusaka, the one who has sex with Bhikkhuni, a Bhikkhuni. he was not allowed to be ordained. The Upato Banjanaka, then those who have two sexual organs, they are somebody, they may have both male sexual organs and female sexual organs, and then they are not allowed to be ordained. Then for about Pandaka, okay, we have five types of Pandaka. In the very beginning of Pārājika, I have already talked about Pandaka. Now I have to review the one again. So we have, in the very beginning, I have already said Asita Pandaka. Asita means who can release from sexual desire by giving oral sex to other men. This is called Asita. Usuya, who can release from his sexual desire by watching the other having sex. Then another one is Obagamika, who has already removed his testicle. This is called Obagamika. So the last two, Pakha, Bandaka, right? That means he may have very strong desire in the fortnight. For example, waxing one day or waning one day, he may have very strong sexual desire. So in this case, it depends on his sexual desire. For example, if he may have like a waxing one day, he cannot ordain there at the time. So it seems like if he has very strong sexual desire in the waning moon day, then he cannot ordain at that period, 15 days, right? So this is an exception for them. Another one is Napumsaka, or similar to Ubaro Banjanaka, is also right, who have two sexual organs. So this is the Bandaka. The first two are right? Sorry, Asita and Usuya. Okay, Asita and Usuya are allowable to ordain, but for our Pakha Bandaka, Pakha is it depends on the time he has such a desire. Okay, these are the Pārājika for both sides, Bhikkhu side and Bhikkhuni side. Okay, now we have already finished the Pārājika. Actually, these are all these rules are very common. You have already known all these rules before leaving Sima Hall. But just reviewing, right? Okay. Is there any question?
When the person you address does not understand, for example, when I say, I delight in seclusion, then maybe the other person doesn't understand that this is like talking about like our special attainments. For example, I delight in seclusion. Usually, in today's society, no one would think that this is like a special attainment. Maybe at Buddha's time it was different. So, when the person doesn't understand it in that way, then the factor is not fulfilled.
Is it Tonitya?
What is the how do you what is the consequence?
Just confession. I think you have already known, huh? Because this one is very clear, right?
We have done for many times of these type talks. One of the sections is using anima. Anima means the food water, emptiness.
Sure.
And then clear up the dirty stuff inside the intestine. So in the process of this anima, so the inserting of this chip inside the fitness, in this disease offended many people.
Yeah, actually some scholar they dislike that kind of things. Right? That means we should not do anything. Right? Anyway, okay, there are some controversy about it. Okay? Controversy about it, that's why it depends on personality. If you like, if you think is it right, okay, you can do it. Right? Another one?
So, I mean, what kind of Vinaya they are really touching?
Okay, in this case, we don't have any special rules for it. Right? The main thing is, this kind of organism we must not touch, without any other purpose. Right? Even our sexual organ, we must not touch unnecessarily. Okay?
For the healthy reason or for the toxic reason, then we have to go because it is the doctor's science.
Okay, I have already said, right? It depends on you. Right? Okay, the next one. Sharing experience me? In practice, okay. In this case, okay, as long as it's the truth, it doesn't matter. Right? We can share our experience with our Dhamma friends for their profit, not for boasting. We don't have any evil intention for it. In this case, it was exception. For example, in the sutta, you may have read many suttas. They discuss something about Dhamma. Practically, Venerable Anuruddha asks Venerable Sariputta, although I have very strong psychic power, very bright light, right? But I cannot attain higher attainment. Why? He has a very strong psychic power, divine eye, psychic power. He reveals his attainment, not for boasting, just asking for help. Now, Venerable Sariputta answer his question. He can also practice, he can attain arhataship. Okay, that means just sometimes for Dhamma discussion, it will be okay. It's exception.
Last time I was promoting about the Heart Center in 1998, and Dr. Martin Moon, other people and interview with Bhikkhu. And some people reply and sharing their experience, and some people they said no comment.
No comment, sure. No comment is much better in this case. Okay?
Some lay people are saying this Bhikkhu is the Arhat, and the Bhikkhu is sitting there.
Actually, okay, one more thing, if he agree like this, he didn't say, I'm not Arhat, This is also dishonest, This is also very close to Pārājika.
One time I went to Australia, and it was advertised everywhere, come and meet the Arhat.
I see, this is really very bad, huh? So I think if he guided them, Pārājika. Sure. Okay, this is a little bit problem, sure. Actually, we must not keep silent in this case. Let me, if somebody talk about me, for example, I must not keep silent. I must repeat, I'm not Arhat. Right? In Myanmar, we have many cases that happen like this. Either you may have no Myanmar Sayadaw. Then one devotee approached him, asked, Sayadaw, are you an Arhat? Because he can memorize Tipitaka, Without missing any single word. He can Tipitaka, Pali, commentary, sub-commentary, he can remember many things. Almost all the things. Anyway, the main is that the devotee asks, "Are you an arhat?" Say, "I'm not arhat." Then suddenly he just go to him privately, nobody's around there, and ask, "No, nobody around you." Then, okay, just tell me, are you an arhat? Mungko Sayadaw is very honest. He just lit cigar and smoke. Arhat may not smoke. He just repeat like this. So in this case, if we are happy, if our devotee make separate that kind of news, we must not keep quiet. It's something dishonest. Right? As soon as we know something, we have to reveal our identity. Okay?
In the Bhikkhuni Vinaya, is there a female Pandaka?
Okay, actually, there are many, now practically, lesbian. Right? We can say, that's why when we ask the question, actually there are more questions, ordination more questions than Bhikkhu. Yeah? For example, like, okay, that kind of thing, I don't know how to say in English. Sometimes, there are female organs, something unusual. Right? Then the question I will ask, I think around more, either two or three questions about such an organ, in Bhikkhuni ordination. So there are many special questions, more than Bhikkhu, in their ordination. That's why we can say there's also Pimi Pandaka. Sure. Right?
Since Sangha is allowed to ordain the Pandaka?
No. Pandaka not allowed. Asita Usuya, Usuya and Pekha. Sure.
Since he is allowed to ordain this type of Pandaka?
Sure.
And is it true that after ordination, become Bhikkhu and Dhamma strong desire after ordination?
Okay, we cannot say like that. It depends on his training. If he train, he can overcome it. If he didn't train, it's impossible to overcome that kind of problem. Right? So it depends on his training, not because of ordination. Ordination is just changing lifestyle. Right? For more training. Okay? Yeah? Okay. Pakha Pandaka, okay? Sure. No. Sri Bhikkhu. That means their ordination take must be fixed. Right? After that, he can live ordinary life continuously, it doesn't matter. No Pārājika. Sure. No, not like that. Okay? Okay, now, no more question. Yeah, we can stop, right?